So, ayun guys, pasingit lang muna, no? Isingit lang natin ito at bibigyan natin ng reaction kasi dumaan lang to sa newsfeed ko, no? So, parang curious lang din ako. Marcos versus Marcos. So, ayun guys, no? Talaga bang seryoso dito, no? Si Amy Marcos, iniimbestigahan niya yung illegal na pagdakip, no? Kay Mr. Duterte, sa dating ating Pangulo, at pinadala ito sa The Hague. Hindi niya alam yung involved dyan, yung mga taga Malacanang din. And of course, no, sasangkot ngayon yan dyan, no? Yan ang pinag-uusapan ngayon. At ngayon nililitis, nangunguna sa paglilitis itong si Senadora Amy Marcos. Talaga bang seryoso siya or baka dahil propaganda lang, no? Dahil parapit na yung eleksyon. So, ano ba yung take nyo dito mga guys? Ito, panoorin natin yung video.
Finally, my third preliminary finding was that there were glaring violations of the rights of the former president. The constitutional safeguards guaranteeing liberty and due process of law were not observed. No warrant was issued by a Philippine court. The arrest did not fall within the exceptions of a warrantless arrest. Meanwhile, General Torre invoked 125 article of the revised penal code only applying to warrantless arrest. The constitutional safeguards for the right to liberty of abode were also disregarded. No court order was issued mandating that the former president be taken out of the Philippines against his will. Former President Duterte was deprived of the right to be visited or to have conferences with immediate family members under Section 2F of Republic Act 7438. General Torre admitted he did not allow Vice President Sara G. Duterte to visit their former.
O, ayun guys ha. Ewan ko ba kung bakit na maririnig ko yung pangalang Tory, naririndi talaga ako, no? Dito sa 3-star ko, no, na general na to, no? Kasi pinagmamalaki niya, no? Promoted siya, no? At ang nagbigay ng siyempre, si Marcos, yung presidente, no? Tuwang-tuwa pa yung loko, no? Proud na yun lang yung ginawa, promoted na agad, di ba? So, grabe guys. So, ito.
Thereby, contrary to RA 7438. Former President Duterte was further denied the right to be brought to judicial authorities under Article 59 of the Rome Statute. The former president was also denied the right to apply for interim release under Article 59 of the Rome Statute or the right to apply for bail under prevailing jurisprudence on extradition. However, during the public hearing of March 20, here at the Senate, the Secretary of Justice insisted on the inapplicability of the Rome Statute. But a DOJ certification signed by Prosecutor General Richard Padulyon stated very clearly that the DOJ made the following determinations. As competent authority of the custodial state, the arrest issued complies with Article 59 of the Rome Statute. To recall, DOJ spokesperson Clavano released a statement last March 13 saying, ang naging role namin ay competent judicial authority. Kami na ang nag-attest na lahat ng proper processes ay ginawa. Similar to Prosecutor General Padulyon, the DOJ spokesperson showed that the article cited in the Rome Statute had been complied with. Therefore, it's apparent that the DOJ first tried to convince the public that the requirements under Article 59 of the Rome Statute were complied with, and then later on, when such stance became untenable, decided to ditch Article 59 and the Rome Statute altogether and pursued another theory, extrajudicial rendition, and invoked RA 9851, particularly Article 17. Yun lang po. So, those are the three findings right now. As we speak, we are not certain if we will continue at magkakaroon pa ng ikalawang pagdinig.
Naku, kadalawang pagdinig. Sana bilis-bilisan mo na Senator Amy Marcos dahil baka maputol na yan, no, pagkatapos ng eleksyon. Yun minsan yung sakit sa senador, no? Atat lang, kumbaga, atat sa simula. Tapos, wala na, no? Putol na. Siyempre may mga business din, no? May mga gustong mangyari na maabot dahil, tapos ito pa, diyan ka magtaka rin, no? Si Miss Amy Marcos ay kay ay kinukumpanya ni Robin, kinukumpanya rin ni Sara Duterte, pati yung nanay niya kinukumpanya rin siya, no? So, si BBM, na lang, no? So, ganun ba talaga? Sana, no? Walang kapatid-kapatid dito kapag may mali, no? At malaman kung sino ang mastermind dyan. Ayan, ang mananagot talaga dapat. So, syempre bilang isang netizen, marami talagang nagtataka, nagdududa dito sa kay Miss Amy Marcos kung talaga bang seryoso siya, no, na sa kanyang ginagawa, na siya talaga ang nangunguna dyan bilang pananagutin, no, yung may kasalanan at illegal na paghuli kay Mr. Duterte at ipinadala ito, no, doon sa The Hague, Netherlands. So ayun guys. So ano ba yung take nyo dyan, no? Dahil yung iba nababasa natin sa comment section, nagdududa kahit daw inendorso ito ni Inday Sara Duterte, hindi pa rin nila ibuboto. So ayun yung klaro dyan. Tapos inendorso din ito ni Robin. So kita niyo patalasta sa kanila, di ba? So ayun, mabait dito si Amy Marcos, no? Siyempre kilala natin na mabait, malumanay magsalita, okay siya. Pero nakakadala no? Nakakadala. Na alam naman natin nung kay BBM, ganun din no? Yung tandem nila ganun, okay. Pero nga lang, yung mga nasa likod, yung mga alam nyo yun, yung chut-chut-chut, yung nagdidikta. So yun yung mga hindi talaga maganda impluwensya sa kanila. Lalong-lalo na ito talaga si Remulla. Ewan ko, ayaw ko talaga dyan. Pati itong si Taba, no? Ayaw ko niyan. Kasi halata convicted, tapos may kaso din, tapos isa rin sa kurakot talaga. Number 1, kurakot. Negosyante. So, imagine mo yan, no? So, actually, marami ang nagising. Marami na rin ang nagising sa katotohanan. So, hindi rin natin alam, no? Kung ano ba talaga ang plano ni Miss Amy Marcos. So, ang nakikita natin, ayan, pinaglalaban, no? Bigyan ng, tawag dito, ng sanction. Ayan, seryoso siya sa usapin na ngayon. Sana hindi maputol na dapat tuloy-tuloy yung pag-hearing na yan. Ako, ang tagal nga Ang tagal ng hearing, grabe. So, ayan guys, ano ba yung take nyo dyan? Marcos versus Marcos, ha?